Hey guys, Copycats here, and today I'm going to do a search and destroy, like tips and tricks almost. Like this is going to be the first of a small series, and this is mostly going to be the class setup for what you want to do. This is going to be pretty general for most ones, and let's just get started. So what I normally would use is one of these, oops, this one's probably a pretty good one. So I'd say submachine gun is probably the best. You can use assault rifle because it just depends which ones you're good with, but I say submachine gun because you're most mobile with a submachine gun. You have the most mobility, you're faster, and it's pretty versatile. Close, long range, depends on which one you use. Assault rifle, you gotta be more stationary, and in search and destroy you want to be running around a lot. You need to be at the bomb, move away from the bomb, go back and forth, so you kind of want one like this. And light machine guns can't really use in this one. Sniper rifles, a lot of people like to quickscope in search and destroy, but it's stupid if you want to do well. Shotguns are good because they're really mobile, but you got to be in close range maps, so it's a bit of an iffy one. Like if you're in a map with like hard hat maybe, but you got to be in a close range scenario. Riot shields are pretty good, but I might talk about that a bit later because they're a bit different. But for the most part, submachine guns. Now you've got a few choices. You can use MP5, and for this one you'd want to use a rapid fire on it, and almost every single one you want to have a silencer on. So if you can, you usually want to put attachments on most of them so you have a silencer. MP7's really good because it's super accurate, good long range, good close range. P90 is really good. You got a large ammo count, so you can kill a few people in bad situations. This gun's pretty good. It's harder to use. The guns I prefer is P90 and MP7 for search and destroy. So if you go P90, you mostly want to use attachments and silencer, rapid fire, and it doesn't matter what one you use for that. Same thing for MP7. It's the exact same. Attachments, silencer, rapid fire. You might be thinking extended mags on MP7 or something like that instead of silencer or rapid fire. Rapid fire, it's not great on this. It only improves the aim down. It only improves the rate of fire by like 10% or something like that. But I think it gives you that extra, that just a little bit that you need, and it lowers the recoil too. So that's silencer. Never mind. Rate of fire. It gives you that extra close range damage. So it's pretty important. You could use extended mags if you want. It just depends whatever you're better with. I usually like rapid fire though. And then for your secondary, you've got a few choices. Most of the handguns you really don't want to use because you want a secondary you can swap to pretty fast. Same with launchers. You don't want any of these. Well, handguns swap too fast, but I mean you just can't. Usually you can't really kill them with a handgun. So machine pistols are usually where you want to go. MP9 is probably the best machine pistol. It's like an MP7 almost. You can put on extended mags or silencer. This gun is mostly going to be like a last scenario type gun. So you want to switch to it really fast, just use it to kill off somebody. So it doesn't matter if you don't have a silencer on it, it's obviously a lot better. But if you don't have a silencer, it's not a big deal. You can go with extended mags, no problem. I like silencer on this just because it reduces the recoil again, and I like that. And I like being more stealthy, and that's what I'm trying to go for in this class. Like you can go for a no silencer and no assassin, just run around the map and kill a bunch of people, but you're probably going to get seen, or if you're trying to guard a bomb, it's not that easy. So this is why I try to go this one, and I usually don't die with this, so it's a lot better than running around dying, getting a ton of kills, and watching other people play. So for your lethal and tactical, most of the time a lot of people use throwing knife just because they again want to look really cool. It's stupid. I'd say use one of these last three. You probably want to use Bouncing Betty, Claymore, or C4. Bouncing Betty and Claymore are probably better. I'd say Bouncing Betty's the best though, because Bouncing Betty you can put by a bomb if you're defending it, or if you're attacking you can block a route behind you for a bit. C4 is good, you can place it near a bomb, but it's not as reliable since you have to set it off yourself, and if you die beforehand you won't get the kill, whereas Bouncing Betty and Claymore, they stay on the whole time. So Claymore is pretty good too, you can put it in certain corners, but it's easier to see, whereas Bouncing Betty you don't see as easily, and you can put it in different places. So I usually go with Bouncing Betty. Tactical, if you don't have portable radar, use smoke grenades, pretty good, or one of these flash or concussion grenades. Scrambler, it's decent because you can put it near the bomb. I usually don't use it that much though because I have portable radar. And smoke grenades actually a lot more useful than people think because you can throw it at a bomb, and everyone will think you're going there, and you can fake them out, go to another one, or just go to the same bomb. I mean, it's not a big deal. Or you can just throw it at a guy, and he'll be disoriented when he's all smoked, and then you can run around him. And it's smoke grenades really awesome if you can use it well. Trophy system's pretty useless because nobody's throwing grenades at all. Tactical insertion's completely useless. So flash, concussion are good, obviously. Scramblers, again, alright. But I usually go portable radar, because portable radar you can throw down in front of you, have a little area around you can see for a bit, and then keep on moving. Or put it near a bomb, or put it near like a choke point. It's really awesome to use because it's like a radar at all times. The only downside is if they have Assassin Pro, then it doesn't really help. But same with Scrambler. If they have Assassin Pro, Scrambler is not going to be useful at all. So portable radar is good, it's just a little bit later. So if you don't have it unlocked, use something else. Okay, so now for perks. I usually like to go with Sleight of Hand for this. Extreme Conditioning is pretty useful too, because you can run, obviously, across the map, run to like the next bomb, or run to the bomb, or whatever you want to do. It's pretty useful actually. So I'd say go between this and Sleight of Hand. Sleight of Hand is really good because if you have the Pro version, you can swap to your secondary in those scenarios where you need your secondary. So if you're ever in a thing where your gun runs out of ammo and you'd rather not reload, just switch to your secondary and you'll probably take them out or do whatever. You also reload a lot faster, which is a huge bonus. With Extreme Conditioning, you just run a lot faster. So I don't know. I go between these two for depending on what I want to do. Blind Eye, it's pretty bad. You don't want to use that. Same with Recon. I usually don't like Recon because you gotta use grenades and stuff. I usually don't like using grenades. Scavenger Pro is almost entirely useless. You never need to use ammo or get more ammo, whatever, on 2 minute or something around like that. It's not that long. And for this one, almost always use Assassin Pro. Hardline, useless. Same with Overkill if for some reason you like using primaries. Blast Shield's kind of good. It's good sometimes, but there's no grenades getting thrown all the time in Search and Destroy. Crook Draw's pretty good, but you normally don't want to get in a ton of scenarios where you're aiming all the time really fast. You want to be more on the stealth, sneaking up on people, or like staying near a bomb and stuff. You don't want to be in a bad spot like that where you need to aim fast. Same with the Pro version's kind of bad too, because you don't have at all any grenades if you do this way. So I usually go Assassin, because you're immune from all the UAVs, they can't see you if they're looking at you and stuff. It's super awesome to use. It's, in my opinion, the best perk. And you can do a few things in this one. You can do Steady Aim Pro, which is pretty good. Most people know what Steady Aim Pro is. You just aim a bit, your hipfire is a bit lower, like the radius on it. So if you hipfire a lot, you can use that, so it's not a bad idea. Sit Rep's really good actually in this because you see all the equipment, so you'll see portable radars or bouncing betties or claymores, and you can shoot them or avoid them to not be seen or whatever, or not blow it up. And then the Pro version, I don't have it right now, but the Pro version, what it does is it makes all the enemy footsteps twice as loud or something like that. I think it's twice as loud, I'm not positive, but so you hear people walking around, and in Search and Destroy it's really important because you're walking around, and if you hear footsteps, you know someone's nearby if you look on your radar and it's not the enemy. In most game types, this is pretty useless. Same with Dead Silence Pro, or Dead Silence, because it's so loud. There's a bunch of gunfights, gunshots going off, grenades. There's just so much stuff going on. But in Search and Destroy, there's usually like near the end of a round, there'll be two or three people left, and you're the last guy or something. And it's just really awesome to have if you want to be more silent. That's why Sit Rep's good, because you can hear people. But yours isn't lowered, so that's why I go with Dead Silence Pro most of the time. Dead Silence Pro just makes yours almost you can't hear it, unless they have Sit Rep Pro, which just makes them the exact same. So if you have Sit Rep Pro and someone's using Dead Silence Pro, it'll sound like they're just normal. So Dead Silence Pro though is my favorite because you can sneak around the map pretty well. If you're the last one alive and you're in a lot of scenarios like that, you can just sneak around with Assassin Pro. They'll put up, like, I don't know, portable radar or something like that, and they won't be able to know where you are. They can't hear you or anything. You can sneak up, take them out, and you have a silencer, then you're alive the whole time. So that's why Dead Silence Pro is usually my favorite. Stalker, it's alright, but again, Dead Silence Pro and Sit Rep are probably better than this, and Marksman, again, same as Stalker Pro. Strike Package, you can go with Assault or Specialist and use whatever you like best. I'd assume you'd want to go with the lowest ones, like this, maybe go up to 7 or 6 if you use Assault, but you're never really going to get that many kills in a row without dying in Assault. Same with Specialist. So that's why I usually go with Support. So if you ever do die, then you can just continue your kill streak. So UAV is really good. So if you get 4 kills, which you most of the time should in Search and Destroy, you'll get a UAV. UAV is super important. You use it in those situations where you're either alone or the last round, you just want to finish it off fast. Really awesome for that. You can either use counter UAV or Vest. I'd go with Vest because you only have 1 life in each round, so you want to make the most of it. And with Vest, it gives you a lot more health. So at the beginning of a round, if you got a Vest, throw it down, your whole team can get it, and you're most likely going to succeed in that round if your team's smart. If you're communicating well and just playing well. I usually don't like to go for the next one because to get up to SAM turret then, it's pretty useless. Nobody gets that much air in it. And then recon drone. Like these are, you don't want to get this. Advanced UAV is good, but that's 12, and you don't really get 12 all the time. So you'd rather go UAV ballistic vest and then just continue from there. So you get 5 kills, and then if you get up to 9 again, you get a UAV, 10 you get another ballistic vest. So that's much better than waiting for an advanced UAV when you get nothing in between. So that's why I like to go with this, to get it faster. Death Streak, it doesn't actually matter at all. You can do whatever you want for Death Streak, since if you die 4 times in a row, you're doing pretty awful and you're probably going to lose the game then. That's pretty much it for the class. I'll just go through it quick again. You can use, if I go P90 here, I could use attachments, silence, rapid fire, secondary. I'm actually not sure if I touched on FMG. You can use akimbo, pretty good close range. I usually just like to go with the MP9, just because I don't know, I feel better with it, and it's not as noobish. And then bouncing Betty, portable radar, sleight of hand, assassin, dead silence. That's usually what I do for most of mine. And again, the primary can change to whatever you're better with, but I'd suggest using a submachine gun. And I'll probably do some maps, if not in this video, in the next one. And thanks.